Bub drove 2 hours for a 1 hour show to drink some whiskey to drive 2 hours home.
You drove down here just to do the show and then you're driving home?
Absolutely.
I don't like driving a half hour just to come do the show.
Welcome to the Buckhorn Podcast. I am Martelle, and with me always is Randy. What up, Randy?
Good afternoon. I almost said good morning.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. It is Christmas Eve as this is being uploaded.
It is. It is.
And we are in full holiday mode. You've got your ugly sweater on. And it's weird.
It's a gnome.
With not the sweater itself. It's just you don't wear sweaters like that. You wear CrossFit shirts or
blank t-shirts,
boobies and barbells kind of shirts, stuff like that. Like it's always. And when I came in today and saw you in the sweater, I was kind of it was like love at first sight all over again.
I know. I'm so cheerful.
You're beautiful.
It's a new resolution.
It's a Christmas miracle.
It is. And today, for this episode, we've got my buddy Bub in.
Yes, special guest,
Mr. Smith.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Hello.
Hey, Bub.
Wait, Bubba Smith?
Bubba Smith.
Bubba Smith.
All right. I like it.
Yeah.
Right.
Isn't that a character in a movie or something, Bubba Smith?
Yeah, he's from Police Academy.
Police Academy.
No, that's okay.
I was going to say Police Patrol. Police Academy.
He's from Police Patrol.
He's from Police Patrol.
Okay, I was like, wait, I know that.
Hightower.
Hightower. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah, so Bub and I have known each other since 5th grade.
Holy crap. I was going to ask how y'all met. I didn't know this was.
Well,
So
yeah.
you drove down from where he used to live.
Yeah.
Like it's
pretty much.
I don't live there anymore, but
Good
I
for
live
you.
in an hour closer this way.
Keep that mic.
Okay.
There
You gotta
There
get
we
up
go.
again.
There you
There
go.
we go.
There you go.
Get it right up on your lips.
You get a little echoey. No, Bub. So when I moved to Toronto in 5th grade, when I went, they had okay. So this person's going to show you around, and that guy just happened to be. His name was Ryan Bazika, and then Ryan didn't want to do it and didn't like me. I don't know why. But him and I, from that point on, were never friends. This motherfucker followed me around the playground all goddamn day.
And now I follow you around.
Right.
It's because you got a cute butt.
I know. And then ever since then, Brian and I have been friends for
Brian?
many years.
Yeah. Friends forever.
Brian.
Brian Bubba Smith.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And he introduced himself as Bubba. They call me Bubba.
Yep. I can't remember a day they never called me Bubba.
Yeah. So
So that's just been a lifelong thing.
Yeah.
Just like everybody at work and everybody call you Bubba.
Actually, work doesn't know. There's a few people who know me as that, but most people all call me Brian.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering if it was one of those things that just follows you from childhood all the way through like your professional life, like some athletes do. Or there's a guy that I worked for a company. I was meeting all the guys on a maintenance team. This guy was like, "Hey, I'm Turtle," and I didn't know his real name for like 3 or 4 months.
I like turtles.
Somebody was like, "Hey, Doug," and I was like, "Turtle? Who the heck? Who's Doug?" It was Turtle.
Now, I'll tell you, everybody at work has a nickname, but they call me Brian. So
Martelle's got nicknames for everybody too. He only uses 2 or 3 words for everybody in the world. But
Hey, dickhead.
what's
up?
works.
Hey,
right. So what are we doing today? It's Christmas Eve.
Today is it's our Christmas episode. Just like we did last year, we had DJ on.
We did.
And he is the whitest black man we know.
Right. 0 bar.
Yep. And we did. I can't remember if it was messed up Christmas songs or
The worst Christmas songs.
The worst Christmas songs.
The ones we dislike the most, I believe.
Well, and
Or
I actually
hated.
liked some of them.
Yeah.
Like Dominic the Donkey.
Oh, man.
I mean, that's my favorite.
Yeah. I found a
It
metal
must be-
version of it.
Is Toronto just like downriver from a sewage treatment plant all under power lines or something?
Technically, yeah.
That was like
Toronto's
the weirdest.
upriver.
I'd never heard of Dominic the Donkey until last year at Christmas when he played it. In my life, I'd never heard of it. Never heard the name.
It's Dominic the Donkey.
You're gonna do it again.
Jig. Hee-haw, hee-haw. It's Dominic the Christmas. Oh, shit, the Christmas donkey. La, la. Yeah. So we may do some music. I've got some really unique or weird world traditions, and we have a tasting.
We do.
Several,
we actually have.
Sounds
yeah, we do.
We do.
I got you a gift
When I got you guys gifts.
of a couple things I want to taste, and I'm going to preface this by saying I've had this idea for a while.
Oh, fucking no.
But it got better today because it is Christmas time.
You were just talking about his ass. What are you talking about now?
And same thing. Don't worry, we're all going to get a taste of what's in that can. I just said in that can too. That was bad.
Yeah.
Verbiage.
No pun intended.
No, actually, no pun intended there. But hold on, don't open it yet. I went to a very rurally gas station to get your Christmas gift when you told me to buy you nothing. And I've had this idea for a while because we've done tastings of some very high end and some very average bourbons.
Is it Oreo flavored
nope.
salsa?
I got something for you to try from a rurally gas station in Nowhere, Ohio. So go ahead and open your gift.
It might taste just as bad.
It's a goddamn nut cake.
Hold on.
It's a fruit cake.
It's a fruit cake, which that I'd never planned. They just happened to have that on the counter by the cash register.
I have never had fruit cake
I was
in my
like,
life.
me neither. See, I was like, we got to taste it we got to do it while we're recording. I've never had one. I didn't realize that was $5.
What?
For
shit.
yeah,
You can kill somebody with this.
She rang it up and she was like $4.99 for that, and I bought some other things like my Powerade and stuff, and I was like, $5? All I've ever heard about fruitcake is it's horrible. So
You get this at Marcy's.
no, it wasn't Marcy's.
All right. What's the next thing in here? There's a can.
It's a can of something. I grabbed a can I didn't recognize.
Watermelon sangria.
The can.
Can of sangria.
I've never even had a sangria.
I have
But I have for the
bottles.
longest time because you like fancy beers and everybody's talking about, and I'm more of the white trash half of the show. You're like
I'm
white
a
trash
white trash-
corporate. I'm white trash blue collar.
White trash millionaire.
And I've been wanting to buy, you always see like those buzz balls and all those things on the counter at gas stations. And I was like, I'm just going to buy some random gas station beverage.
Made with premium grape wine with natural flavors and grape skin extract added.
No clue what that is.
Me either.
We're
Other
gonna try
than
it.
what wine is.
So we're gonna.
All right.
I just grabbed a can I didn't recognize and said we're gonna try it.
We'll try that too. So then,
I'm scared of the fruitcake.
well,
Yeah,
we'll,
me
we'll
too.
do that here in a
Have you ever
minute.
had it?
No, never.
None of us.
Oh, this will be interesting.
3 of us
then.
have not had it.
I forgot to grab a spoon, but. Oh, I fucked up already. All right.
Man, you're terrible.
I know.
What kind of host are you?
The worst.
He really is.
All right, so we got some eggnog. Everybody likes eggnog, right?
Holiday tradition.
Right.
I don't mind it. I'm not like some people that can't wait for the holidays to get here. For that, like it's not one thing I look forward to, but I don't mind it.
So
But
where
I'm nervous about you asking me if I like it with that.
it's just eggnog.
Yeah, that is. I'm worried about what you're about to do to it.
Spice it up.
Okay.
So I've got Skrewball Premium Peanut Butter Whiskey.
Ooh, that sounds good.
It does sound good. We're going to see how it tastes with eggnog because supposedly it's supposed to be good. So I'll put some in, and I forgot a spoon, so I don't know how I'm going to stir this. I might just use my finger after it went up my butt.
No.
Ooh.
Just another day in paradise.
Whoop. Whoop. Oh, there we go. It's in.
That's what she said. Happy holidays.
All right, hold
So
on.
what is it you put in there?
I put in the Skrewball Peanut Butter Whiskey that we were talking about on a previous show.
Yes.
So
just
I
a
went
couple
out-
weeks ago.
Yes, I went out and picked up a bottle, and then came to find out that a friend of mine knows the owner that started the company.
So we're getting some more sent to us, different kinds for free
No.
to taste. Oh. So you really didn't even have to tell us that because it was irrelevant. We definitely need to get our studio made and have a closer table. You're caught on something. Oh, this is great. This is fantastic. So we have a peanut butter.
So I wanted to actually try the Skrewball first and got overzealous and put the eggnog in before. So, cheers, homies.
Cheers.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah, and the Kwanzaa thing too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Happy whatever you celebrate. We are non-binary.
It smells great though.
It does
Smell
smell
the-
really good.
The peanut butter.
I'll tell you what, that's pretty good.
That's good. I like that. I wonder what it tastes like on its own.
Well, that's what I was wondering, because usually we do it, anything we try, we usually try neat first.
Right, and we didn't do that
But
first.
I'm not mad. Well, is that what you said you screwed up?
That's where I screwed up.
And we have other things to try, and you don't have any more clean glasses. We're going to have to pause and rinse out cups.
That's fine.
You should have ended with eggnog, you dumb.
Well, I probably should have. You're right. But like I said, I got overzealous with the eggnog. I got excited.
Yeah, it's good.
Mm-hmm. I like it. Or we can just take a hit straight off the bottle. Just pass it around like a bottle of hooch.
I mean, whatever works.
It is kind of.
Yeah,
This is good.
Or actually, I made pause, run downstairs. You two can talk bad about me while I go grab a couple
Well,
glasses.
if you just pause, we don't have to.
You still can.
Oh. All right, so we need to try that stuff neat and give it a fair rating. But as far as with the eggnog, I'm giving this a solid 3 out of 5 donuts.
Absolutely. I give it a solid.
Actually, this would be really good with a donut.
Yes, it would.
Yeah.
Now that I'm thinking about it.
What are you giving it, Bub?
Oh, let's see. This is my first time rating anything on a show. I mean, I'd have to probably give it a 4.
Keep in mind, our rating system means almost nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
It's strictly our opinion. Usually, like 2 to 3 is like we'd buy it, but we're not going to go out of our way for it. 4 to 5 is usually like that's like our favorite. Like, yeah, I'd definitely go get this. So 4, you're basically, according to our non-official grade scale, saying, yeah, I'd go to the store to pick up some of this and some eggnog and make some.
And
I don't disagree. It's one of those things that if I say 3, meaning that I would pick some of this up and be very happy with it, but I don't know if I'd go to the store just for it. I might.
I would go to the store just for this.
I like it.
For the price at under $30, $26.
Oh, that's a good
plus
price.
Tax. It's a great price. I give it a 3.5, and I would definitely buy like 2 or 3 bottles while I'm out just to have them.
So 3.5 with the nog.
Yeah,
I'm going to call it nut nog.
It is nut nog.
This is nut nog.
It's baby chick nog.
I mean, it's so good that we keep stop talking.
I know.
Yeah,
Anyway.
that's really good.
That's pretty
It's good. I'm surprised because I've heard mixed reviews about it. I heard that
With the eggnog or just the...
just the stuff in general. So before we go into this,
Oh, I did.
Bub didn't wait. He's like, "Fuck it, I'm out.
Forget it. Let's go."
I'm drinking it." I've heard that it's really good,
Okay.
and I've heard that it's the worst thing on the planet. So I've heard they complete opposite ends of the spectrum. So it does
You
have
definitely smell the peanut butter.
right, but there's no peanut butter in it.
That's fascinating to me because it smells...
It's whiskey with natural flavors and caramel colors.
great color, too.
Actually, maybe there may be peanuts in it. It says contains peanuts.
Yeah, it's got to have something because if not...
You can falsify all that.
Yeah,
but
why not?
it smells super peanut buttery.
Yeah. So,
Bottoms up.
go ahead and give her a little tasting there. See what you think.
It's different. It's like a mouthful of creamy peanut butter.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
I love it.
I absolutely love this.
That is really sweet.
It's
I've
super
got such
sweet.
a sweet tooth. This is like drinking a Reese cup almost.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's missing a little bit of the chocolate, but this is like drinking a Reese cup.
Hey
I see
guys,
your mind
at
thinking.
Skrewball, you do a chocolate peanut butter version of this. Like if you improve on
Call it a Buckeye.
and do something
Where they at?
a California or
Call it a Buckeye because we're in Ohio, so
I don't know where they're out of. You can't read the label because
yeah, it's the way
you
it's
have to
printed.
drink it all first before you can read the label.
Well, keep pouring.
Yeah, this is phenomenal. I'm giving this.
I'm sticking with my 3.5.
I'm giving a 3.5 on this.
I'm
Yeah,
sticking with my 3.5.
I'll stick with 4.
Yeah, this is really good. I like it.
Oh, so good.
Now I do want it. You know what this would be good with? Those Gillette cookies people make this time of year. Gillettes, whatever they're called. Gillette, the best a man can get.
Yeah.
Any Christmas cookie with this in the nog would be phenomenal.
Well,
Yeah, I'm intrigued.
I like it. I'm good.
I love the peanut butter.
All right. So let's finish that off. Let's do because now Bub loves Christmas. He has loved Christmas since I've met him. He used to decorate his bedroom
Absolutely.
Like his living room at his house would be decorated, and then his bedroom. Those are only 2 rooms that got decorated.
Well, every week since the beginning of November, your house has had more
It
decorations.
just keeps piling on.
To the point where I noticed today, Liz has taken down all the bathroom decorations and hung up different Christmas ones.
Oh, yeah, every room.
Which, by the way, sitting there while I'm peeing, staring at a bunch of nutcrackers is kind of unsettling.
Hey.
And then I noticed the kids' pictures in the hallway are taken down. Their wedding, there's like a poem with their picture and the date. That's removed for a Christmas decoration. Like, it's not like they just put up a tree and some tinsel and set out a couple candles.
There are 4
Pictures
trees in
are
this
replaced.
house.
Yeah,
4
it's
trees.
like insane.
There's one in our living room. There's one in the den, and there's one in each girl's room.
That's crazy. Judd would
And then there's
in
2
love here.
outside on the front porch. I don't consider those Christmas trees, though. They're just topiaries.
It's like Die Hard.
Yeah. Just like Die Hard.
Dude, my Facebook's blowing up. I made a post saying how Die Hard's an action movie.
Yeah.
Based at Christmas, but it's not a Christmas movie.
Oh, you got haters.
Oh, it's so much fun. I do it every year. The best part is, here's the kicker. Never seen the movie.
Are you? No shit.
Never seen it.
Never seen it. Refuses to watch it.
It got to the point last year's when I finally went, you know what? I almost don't want to now because it's so much fun. Every Christmas now I get to tell people it's not a Christmas movie and I haven't even seen it. But, yeah, it's so right now my Facebook's like, I think it's over like 50 or 60
You've pissed some
comments.
people off. So we're going to do a little music review. Like I said, Bub loves Christmas.
I love Christmas. I got to a point where Christmas was just something that was a hectic and busy, chaotic time of year. But then I had kids.
No, Bub loves Christmas.
Okay, I liked Christmas. Yeah, I will say I've not decorated my bedroom.
I will say that I'm kind of lacking right now. I mean, I haven't done that in a long time, but
You may have to.
I had it.
You
like,
got a
all
couple
decked
days.
out.
Like
All
I
decked out.
don't know. I would go over there. Bub had like traditional Christmas music playing.
Yeah,
Our
traditional.
first year
So
that we were married, we had a Christmas tree. We put up after Thanksgiving. My thing, I asked my wife, because she likes Christmas music in November and all this. I said, if we can just keep it out of the house until after Thanksgiving, or like December 1st, fair game, but at least after Thanksgiving. And then I'm cool.
November 26th.
And that's fine by me.
Good.
And so that first year, we got a tree. We put it up sometime between, the end of November, beginning of December there. And then we had a New Year's tree. And then we had an MLK Jr. tree, which became a Valentine's Day tree. We had a St. Patty's Day tree.
The tree
And
just
then,
never got taken down.
When our apartment lease was up and we moved, we took the tree down. So that was probably the most festive I've been. It's literally, this was our first year of marriage. We're in this little 2-bedroom apartment and we both just left the tree up, lights and all. Like I'd even turn it on sometimes just for kicks and giggles. And, yeah, that's probably the most festive I've been. I like Christmas. I'm not going crazy and decorate everything. I don't wear a lot of festive wear. Mainly because I have like 4 shirts. Like I just don't buy a lot of clothes. But so anyway, we're doing Christmas music here, but
We're
it's
gonna do a little
not.
bit of
It's
Christmas
different.
music. It's different. So I like traditional Christmas music. Blech. I Bing
I don't even know
Crosby.
what
Blah, blah, blah.
music is.
I like Bing Crosby, Sinatra, the
all
Rat
the
Pack doing
alcoholic wife beaters.
doing their
child abusers.
traditional
Yeah, they're
stuff.
great.
The Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas Is You. That
love
song
Sinatra.
from 25 years ago finally hit number 1 on the charts this year.
Man, here's the thing with it. I like the song. It's definitely a Christmas song. She's a phenomenal artist. But man, it gets played everywhere
Right,
so
it does.
much.
It's
just,
overplayed.
yeah, it's a great song. But
I like non-traditional Christmas music. Now, we did last year, like I said, we did the Christmas songs that are supposed to be horrible Christmas songs. And you may consider these horrible Christmas songs, but it is heavy metal Christmas.
Oh shit!
It is. They're different versions from different groups, and that's what I've been listening to, and I've made my kids listen to it. Lexi is just like, and Harley's like, turn it up. So,
I mean, her name's Harley.
her name is Harley.
That's like a rock and roll name. She
So-
has to
Yeah,
like
she has to like it.
Yeah.
So here is the first song I'm going to do is not necessarily heavy metal. It's called "The Season's Upon Us" from Dropkick Murphys.
That's like a Irish rock band, right?
It is. So
I've heard of them.
and we're gonna. So it's very much a pub tune when you listen to it.
They're Irish.
Right.
Yeah, I can see you sitting in a bar drinking to this.
Sitting there drinking
Some nut nog.
Exactly,
Yeah.
not no.
listening to, commiserating about how bad your family is and how much you hate the season. And this is everything that I was feeling over the last 17 years.
There's
I
a
think
lot
my
of
daughter Hannah will really like this song.
She don't like Christmas?
No. She likes it on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.
that's
where I'm
funny.
at.
Hi, Liz. Thank you.
Thank you. So this just kind of goes on, and
I like this just because I like traditional Irish music.
here we go. Jumping ahead.
I think it's
So it's not bad. I like it.
I like that they say that they call this Christmas where I'm from. They're talking about all the crap that happens
Well,
through
and
the Christmas season.
And I skipped up like where he wants to punch his nephew in the face, and
right,
here.
but it's like it's very raw. It's very real.
Yeah. If she'd only stop bitching. So this one is very much a non-traditional Christmas song.
That's more the anti-Christmas
Yes.
song.
Yeah, it's more of an anti-Christmas
Here's what I
song.
hate about Christmas, but done in a very fun way.
Yes.
Which I appreciate. I like that.
So you are a big fan of August Burns Red.
I'm not a big fan of August Burns Red. I fell in love when they first did Carol of the Bells like a decade ago.
Okay.
I do like August Burns Red, but I couldn't sit here and I can't name the band members. I don't know a lot of their songs.
Okay.
When I was a full-time youth pastor, I listened to more of their stuff because that's what kids were into in one of my youth groups was
Right.
heavier music. So I like August Burns Red, though.
Okay.
I love their version of Carol of the Bells. It's probably my favorite.
Okay. So they have done a version of the Home Alone theme.
I am excited.
So and you can just hear
Yeah.
the theme behind the drums and one guy shredding it up. So, and I need to get some Home Alone. I need to watch it.
I do, too. I haven't watched
Both of
hardly
them.
any
It's all
Christmas
5
movies.
the other day.
Did
Yeah.
you? You ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah.
I didn't know for the longest time there were 5. I thought there were 3.
Yeah,
There are 5.
So I know there are
just-
5. I've never seen.
I didn't realize there were 5 either till just now.
3 kind of hurt my heart. I wasn't too into 3.
Three
So
wasn't that great. I've never seen 4 and 5 yet, but I taped them. I think they came out like 2012 and 2016, maybe something like that. But I'm anxious to see it. I don't think it'll live up to the original.
No, nothing's
Yeah, what-
gonna live up
I-
to
I
1
didn't
or
mind-
2. 1 and 2 are
Right.
I
fantastic.
was gonna say I like 2 even.
Donald Trump's in 2.
Yes, he is.
Here we go.
All right.
What
So
do you got next?
Next is, let's see, I'm just trying to choose them at random here. We did Merry Xmas last year from Corey Taylor, and I can't remember how we felt, well, how you and DJ felt about it. I liked it. It's very much another anti-Christmas song.
We were rating the songs last year.
We were rating
on how
them
good or
last
bad.
year,
That's
yeah.
why some were good, some were bad.
Some were
Okay.
good, some were bad. So
Now I
this one
remember.
here, we've heard.
There ain't nothing more depressing than a pine tree.
So he
Gussied up
he
with
hits
candy
all the
canes and
holidays.
balls. Those carolers
Christmas,
that
Hanukkah,
kept me
and
up for
Kwanzaa.
hours.
So it's,
It's Merry Christmas seeping through my walls.
and the only reason I remember that, I know that we listened to it because when we listened to it, I immediately went on Spotify and added it to my playlist.
It ain't Halloween or
So
Thanksgiving
this
or
is Corey Taylor. This is the lead singer from Slipknot.
Okay.
every man. Ha! If I ain't drunk, that it ain't Christmas.
Oh yeah, now I remember.
When sick those jingle bells.
Yeah, this is a good one. I like this one.
I like the punk rock feel to it. It's almost a weird NoFX or Ramones
or Bad Religion or
Yeah.
anything that was punk and ska back in the day. So, hold on. Back up.
I ain't never anything but
White Trash Millionaire.
right.
That's right.
So
Funny how the lead singer of Slipknot's talking about how he's never anything but broke.
right. So
I guess he's staying humble.
You mentioned punk, and I think I saved it here. So, Bad Religion has a Christmas album. I would have never, ever thought that Bad Religion has a Christmas album.
No, when I think people with Christmas albums, I think of Elvis, Mariah.
Yeah.
People like that. But
Blink-182 has one. Bare Naked Ladies. Yep.
They lost 100 of them?
Well, Bare Naked Ladies, Bowling for Soup. They all have Christmas albums. But here is Bad Religion's Hark the Herald Angel Sings.
Okay.
Yeah, it starts out
vocals.
good.
Actually, I like it.
This, I was going to say,
I don't hate it.
No.
I like
this, and I'm also picturing a 90s Christmas movie montage where they're rushing around trying to
get stuff done.
Like
Home
it's like
Alone.
the high speed when they run through the airport. Yeah.
So that's another nice one that you guys can check out.
I like that one.
I like that one. I do like that one. I
kind of want to hear the rest of the album after that.
Well, I may go and add the album to my playlist. That way I can listen to it. That is Bad Religion, and the album is called Christmas Songs.
I never would have guessed.
They knocked it out of the park.
You're at it now, aren't you?
Yeah, why not?
Let's hit one more, and then we'll get into some. We'll do another tasting and hit some Christmas traditions, some weird ones. There's a couple on here that are they're not great, so I don't want to kind of hit them. They're okay. Let's see. The Silent Night by Chuck Billy Scott Ian Rosenfeld from Anthrax.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So here's
Scott Ian's the dude with the goatee.
Yeah, the dude with a big.
I thought it was Ian Scott.
It
Scott
says
Ian? Maybe I'm wrong.
It says Scott Ian Rosenfeld.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So here is Silent Night, and this is one that Harley requests.
Definitely not Silent Night.
It's not silent.
Now, I will say, Silent Night is one of my favorite traditional Christmas songs.
It is. It's an odd
The
song
original
because it should just be nothing, like a 3-minute MP3
well, it's
of
telling
nothing.
a story of what happened that quiet night. And
I know.
Like last year, I had one of those nights near Christmas where it snowed. In our house that we're getting ready to move. Well, the house we're moving to is white too, but our house is white. Both of our neighbors' houses are white. The house in the garage behind us are white, and it snowed. And I'd walked out real late to get something out of my
You got lost.
truck, and I couldn't find where I felt like I was in a padded room again. But no, it was like one of those real late. It was after midnight, and I was up playing Xbox or something like grown men do, And I grabbed my keys and walked out there and just kind of stood there for a minute. It was really cold, but and I'm so smart. I went out in a t-shirt and gym shorts and like some house slippers or something. But just the stillness of the night and stuff, like that's what, when I hear Silent Night, that's kind of, it's that peace that when you're awake and the rest of the world's asleep, and then have that fresh snowfall. That's what I picture. I don't picture Anthrax. I honestly, I was not a fan of that.
I like that one, but I like.
Well, I don't like the
death
vocals.
music.
I see the growling vocals. It's a preference.
Right.
I'm not saying, because I've had so many people get so defensive of their style of music and what they like. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's not music. I'm not saying it doesn't take talent, because that's what people usually think I'm trying to say, apparently. And it's none of that. But what I am trying to say is it's not my style, especially if I'm talking traditional Christmas songs. There's some growling and screamo or whatever kind of metal I do like. I was a big fan of Under Oath. Really liked Under Oath. And then Aaron Gillespie with the Almost, the drummer for Under Oath, which that was clean vocals. But for me, the screamo, heavy, all of that, for my taste, for my Christmas music, I'm going to pass on that.
I'll tell you what, I do enjoy good traditional Christmas music, but I don't mind venturing outside of that. That is probably something I listen to in my car on the way to work.
I listen to it at the gym.
Well, that would make sense. Yeah. And that's cool. That's what I'm saying. Is like, I'm just saying personally, not my style. I get it. And now if it was being played at the gym, I'd be like, okay, this is cool.
Right.
That's different. But I'm not going to go drive down the street or go Christmas shopping and be like, you know what? I really need to hear some Anthrax Christmas songs right now.
Well,
but that's just me. I've not ever been a huge fan of that whole genre. There's very few growly type vocally.
Yeah.
I always get the genre wrong because I dealt with teens
I just
that were
call
into
it all
it, and they got all
metal.
defensive. Yeah.
I just call it metal. Death
I
metal,
love rock.
growl.
a lot of alt rock or classic rock, but that metal growly stuff, for me personally, it's not bad. It's just not my style.
Yeah, it's not my thing either, but there are some songs that when you grew up, you heard, and you know them, and you don't mind listening to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and at my gym, this could be expected to be played as part of a metal playlist with Brandon.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Running the
That
gym.
would fit in the gym.
So it would fit in the gym. All right, so I just poured you guys another eggnog with whiskey, and this one is Virgil Kaine Ginger. So we went from peanut butter
to ginger.
So we're going to see what this
the Virgil Kaine Ginger is like.
is amazing.
That's one of our
and
favorites.
it makes an amazing old fashioned.
Yeah, probably the best I've ever had.
Right,
So-
because I make the best old fashions ever.
That's what I hear.
Pretty
So,
good.
smoked. So I can't smell.
I'm not even trying to smell through the eggnog.
No, because you could smell the peanut butter through the eggnog, and I can't smell the ginger through the eggnog.
I can't smell it and I can't taste it.
I can taste it just because I've had it neat
Oh, I
before and
taste
I've had it in a
it.
drink.
You need more?
I can taste it.
Oh, I'll take more.
I can definitely taste it. I'm going to be real honest. Not as big a fan of this as I was with peanut butter
I
with
will
the
agree.
eggnog.
I will agree. So
Now, neat. The ginger wins every day.
right.
And I don't even know if I want to try the Manhattan in an old fashioned or the peanut butter in an old fashioned.
They
That
have a
would
recipe
be-
for one though.
Well, maybe it's good. I don't know.
I was looking on their website. I was actually looking for an eggnog recipe on Skrewball's website because they have recipes listed on their site, but they did not have one for eggnog.
Well,
but
they
they
should.
did have a peanut butter and jelly old fashioned. Ooh, I think
That's intriguing.
that could have been Reddit. I can't remember.
Either
but
way,
but they had
that's-
they did have a peanut butter old fashioned recipe on their site.
Okay.
On Skrewball's site. But I'm with you. It's not something I would make again.
No,
But if someone
honestly,
made
I
one
think
for me-
that eggnog is tarnishing
Yeah.
the good ginger
Yeah.
wholesomeness of the
Now-
Virgil Kaine.
Now, there is a recipe that someone did that is the ginger, the high rye, and eggnog. But they made their own eggnog, and they got all fancy, and mine came out of a carton because I didn't want to make any. But I'm with you. I'm not a fan.
It's not
it's
bad.
all right.
I mean, like I said, I can taste a little bit of it, but it's not as powering as the peanut butter.
No, the peanut butter was fantastic.
Yeah.
That was really good. So
I would say the peanut butter was stronger too in this.
it was,
yeah.
and I felt like I poured you guys a healthy bit in each one, but maybe I didn't.
I mean, I could taste
No,
it.
no,
It's just not as
it's
strong
not.
as the...
Trust me, it's.
okay.
I
just
don't
wanna make
want
sure
any
I'm-
more. It's fine.
Oh, I'm not going to give
I
you
just
anymore.
think that
I'm almost out.
I think you're wasting the Virgil Kaine by putting it in eggnog.
I agree. You
Yeah.
are wasting the Virgil
Now
Kaine
the
putting it in
peanut butter, whatever Skrewball,
the Skrewball.
that was great both ways.
I can never think about drinking the peanut butter without eggnog now.
All right, it's so good.
Yeah.
So, what are some of the while we're getting down on this eggnog? What are some of the Christmas traditions around the world that you know of?
Around the world?
That's what.
Okay,
Yeah,
I thought
that's
you were
where
about
we're
that's
going.
like what our personal ones are.
I don't care about your personal ones.
I mean, I guess decorating is a pretty standard one, right? At least put up a tree.
Well, we talked about Krampus.
Yeah. Are you looking for weird ones?
I'm just looking.
You said common ones.
No,
Krampus-
I said. Well, I said what
Or
are
traditional.
traditional Christmas the Christmas traditions that you know of, not common, because where we're about to go is not common.
Oh, shit.
Well, the ones I know of are all the common ones. I mean, I know of Krampus. And obviously I thought you meant like, making cookies with grandma. Like
No,
that
You're
kind
talking
of
about
thing.
around the world.
I'm talking about around the world.
The only one I can think of is
big
like
old globe.
Boxing Day.
Boxing Day. So
Yeah.
in Europe and England,
Yeah.
they have Boxing Day as opposed.
Isn't that a Canadian Day thing?
Yeah, they're
too?
they're owned and controlled by the crown, so they're just a bunch of fucking weirdos up there anyway. So here are 6 Christmas traditions that have a shockingly dark origin, or
Well, I mean, most of Christmas traditions, when I say Christmas, we're talking worldwide, so we're getting away from the predominantly Christian view of celebrating the reason for the season, or even the non-belief view of Santa that we have in America.
these are so different countries have
right, but I'm
different
saying
traditions.
a lot of the holidays based around this year are based around the winter solstice.
Right, which
And
is a pagan holiday
So, yeah,
that the Christians stole.
yeah. Right. We covered that last year. I think it was last
so.
year.
Yep.
But
So, because DJ and his wife being a pastor kind of schooled us on all of that.
So
a way.
when we talk on a global
that-
scale, I mean, yeah,
so-
there could be.
So, we'll start with this one first, because the other one gets into dark days of shadiness behind some of the holiday stuff that goes on that we do today. This one is more 5 fucked up holiday traditions from around the world, which is where I was going. So in Finland, they do something with their kids where they hang out in the cemetery on Christmas night.
Okay.
Right?
Reason being?
Halloween?
Nope. Christmas Eve, the Finns take their children to the cemetery to place candles on the graves of their loved ones. I'm sure all those flickering candles don't throw off any scary shadows at all. I guess there are some aspects of this tradition that are heartwarming, but mostly it just seems like a nightmare-inducing panic.
I don't think that's that scary.
It's not that scary.
It's just a way. It's like a Memorial
That's more
Day.
scary.
People,
Diesel's dreaming more scary than.
yeah, whatever he's doing over
No,
there.
it's not scary. It's just
That's like a Memorial Day type thing. It's like us going and putting flowers
Right.
on the grave at a certain time of year.
right. It's not something that we do here in the U.S.
Yeah, that's true. It's not common.
It's not common. It's
So,
not a
especially to us.
U.S. tradition. I wouldn't even call it common because not every country in the world does Christmas the way that we do it.
Right.
Yeah. So I would say it's not a U.S. custom tradition. In Italy, the Pope is totally against Santa because of what heathen Santa and Mrs. Claus are. After all, why don't they have children? Probably they use birth control, godless animals. So what do Italians have instead? They have La Befana, who is a
I know
Catholic.
you're pronouncing that right too.
La Befana. Befana.
No, it's
Befana.
fine.
La Befana, who is an alcoholic witch.
Well, that's better.
than Santa.
Yeah,
It's better than Santa, right?
Okay.
Him and
Because,
his
the
non-child
Catholics
children
love,
having wife.
Yeah, exactly.
So debaucherous.
the Catholics love their wine.
Yeah. Yeah. Well.
So
never
basically,
mind.
she holds presents for good children.
I had
She
about
gives
4
full-
jokes pop in my head there, and
Well, she does the same as Santa. She gives good kids presents and bad kids coal. It's just a female version
So
of
it's
Santa,
Santa.
with a different name. Right. It's Santa. This one is weird. Like, this is completely, and this is in Spain. So in Spain, and I am going to butcher this, but it's Carganer. Caganer. 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 Caganer is, they take,
I'm enjoying this so much.
right, it's a little statue, and I'll tell you about the statue in a minute. But what
It's
they
up
do,
on a shelf.
pretty much, but they hide it,
I saw it coming. It's like
they hide it in nativity sets. So in
Okay.
Spain, they have like different nativities set up all around the house, and they hide Caganer in nativity set. Caganer is a pooping statue. It is just a little doll that is taking a dump,
okay,
right? That
makes
one's-
sense to me.
Yeah.
Right.
Should be easy to find. Just look for where the toilet is in the nativity scene.
So is it squatting? Is that? I mean,
Yeah. Yeah. So I'll have to get photos.
We'll post links or in
Yeah,
the show description.
But
I'm sure.
it is quite the scene. They use a chubby little dude who's bent over, smiling over his shoulder, and there's like a pile of shit behind him.
Interesting.
That's what I was going to ask. If it has the
Yes.
Kids, look for the elf on the
trying
shelf.
to
Just
Google
follow
it
the
now.
poop.
Yep. So in Japan, they order buckets of KFC.
Okay.
All right. That's it. That's their thing. They order buckets of KFC for Christmas dinner.
Okay. So I put in Caganer, Spain Caganer, Caganer is what came up.
Yep.
And they have on Etsy for $20 you can get a Stormtrooper Caganer. First one that popped up.
Awesome. Awesome.
Oh, you can get Ewoks.
You can get all the,
Whoa, an antique 1900s German one. It's an old lady. $500 on eBay.
oh, F that noise. Let's see. This one here in Greenland.
I'm still stuck on. There's a El Caganer book that's like Where's Waldo. I kind of want to start
Right.
this tradition with my kids. Hide the little pooping figurine around the
Right.
house.
That's what I said. It's not. It is. When you think of tradition,
Oh, you can get political.
it doesn't fall under
figures?
our tradition.
No.
There's Putin. Michael Jackson.
Poop and Putin.
Okay, sorry. We can move on.
In Greenland,
There's Trump taking a dump. Okay, I'm sorry.
so in Greenland they eat kivach, Kiviak. I may not pronounce it right. I don't care. It is basically a delicacy for the most part, but it is like it looks like it's fermented birds, feathers, bones, the whole. Like it is a nasty looking photo too.
Yeah, I'll pass. Yeah, it don't even look good.
Yeah, that's not good.
I'd try it.
I probably would too, just because. But so that's
Can't be worse than Oreos and salsa.
It could be. Oh, here's your
There it is.
Yeah, there we go.
Kagarner guy.
Looks like a gnome with a small hat.
Right.
Pretty much.
In the Ukraine, they decorate trees with spider webs.
Okay, does it say why?
Because
Do they decorate trees with spider webs, or they just cut down a tree in the forest and bring it in the house? Like,
no, they
that's
decorate
good.
with spider webs. Based on what I'm just scanning over here, they used to they bring the tree home, and because spiders are so common in Ukraine, they would just use the tree to kind of mop up all the cobwebs and shit throughout the house. Now they just use fake spider webs.
So they used to use a tree traditionally to clean up like cobwebs and stuff around the house.
Yeah.
Now they bring tree in and put spider webs on the tree.
Yeah. Yep.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
Doesn't it?
absolutely.
That's what I do.
They only clean their house at Christmas. So
They only clean the house for
Right.
Christmas. In Venezuela, they roller skate to mass.
Now hold on. Do they roller skate to mass any other time of year, or only for Christmas?
The only
Maybe that's
let's
the
see.
only means of transportation they have.
Maybe
Somebody just visited on Christmas.
they close
roller
the
skate
streets
here.
off.
Weird
They-
tradition.
They close off the streets and they roller skate to mornings between December 16th and December 24th. No cars, buses, just skaters.
So they're like 60, 70 years behind everybody else in the world.
Pretty much.
They're out there having their sock hops and their drive-ins, and
It's Venezuela. They're under supreme repression and their dollar isn't worth a damn.
no.
Like it costs $1 million to buy a loaf of bread.
yeah, no, that still didn't explain why. Anyway, that didn't tell me why you'd skate to mass just because it's Christmas
It's
mass.
just the thing that they do.
Okay, I'm not.
Just
I'm
like-
not against it. It's not hurting me in any way.
No.
Confused.
In Iceland, they have the Yule cat. Like a
Okay.
Yule log. It's a cat. They're
Just
I
throw
can
the
think of
cat
a
on
lot
the
of
fire.
memes.
no. It eats children who haven't worked hard enough.
Okay, that's not what I was expecting. I kind of like that.
I haven't read this actual article, so I'm skinning through it as we go, but it stuck out. One famous Christmas character is the scary Yule cat who eats children who haven't worked hard enough. Basically, don't do the dishes.
Yule cat's gonna eat you.
Yeah.
So what we did in the U.S. is we came up with the elf on a shelf, made it kind of weak, and here we go.
Right.
Because it watches the kids.
It watches the kids.
Which is
but
really just creepy.
It is.
It doesn't do anything else. It just
No.
watches the kids. It's got little cameras in its eyes.
It's like how we remember Michael Jackson.
Yeah. Watching the kids.
Everybody buys an elf on a shelf because they miss him.
Right. In Estonia, they do a sauna on Christmas Eve.
That just sounds relaxing.
I know. I
My
told
Christmas
Liz,
Eves are usually hectic.
I'm like, if I had a sauna in my bathroom, I would use it all the time.
We could record
especially
from in
on
there.
Christmas Eve. Oh, sauna shows.
Just sit there in a towel recording our show. I might need 2 towels.
Let's see. I don't give a shit about Christmas pudding. In Sweden, they have gigantic Christmas straw goats. I assume
Why?
they light them ablaze at some point. I did not read.
Their straw goats must be setting them on fire.
They just. Oh, yep. They set them afire.
Here we go.
See, I don't need to read this show. Just look at the picture
You're
and
so
know what they're doing.
cultured.
I know, right?
My
straw
shirt sleeve
goat?
keeps catching on your stupid table that you just put here. It is driving me nuts.
I like.
I'm about to flip tables like Jesus. There's
No.
a tradition.
I like that tape.
Okay, so Bub, what was your question?
I said, why a straw goat?
That's a good question.
Who knows?
He's not going to read anymore.
I'm not going
This is how
to.
the
Well, it's
show
not going to
goes.
tell me anything anyway. It says, I'll read the little snippet here. Christmas goats have been a big role in the Swedish Christmas celebration, from small ornaments to gigantic goats like this one in the city of Gavel.
It's Burning Man.
Yeah, this is set up every year in December. The Big Gavel goat is famous for being vandalized or burnt down frequently since 1966. The straw goat has survived until Christmas only 13 times. The arsonist succeeded in 2012, burning the goat to the ground on December 12th. This year, you can follow the goat's Twitter page for updates on its struggle to survive.
Now I'm intrigued. So they make this thing, and the whole goal is to burn it down.
It doesn't sound like it's the goal, but that's what it's turned into. I'm sure if whoever gets caught trying to catch it fire is...
I want to look more into this.
Now the challenge is to do it secretly.
Yeah,
it's like, now it's a
catch a
game.
case.
Now I'm intrigued. Before I didn't care. I was like, oh, that's a weird tradition for foreigners. Now, I gotta go try and set a goat on fire.
This is where they train ninjas.
Yeah. In Sweden.
In Sweden.
That's where all ninjas come from.
Sweden, Japanese warriors.
In Iraq, they do bonfires for good fortune. I don't know that there's much to read into that, but this seems like they're bombing shit every day. So setting bonfires.
That's what
somebody
is. Like we're just setting bonfires, guys.
In Norway, they hide the broom. And that's not a euphemism for sex.
Damn.
In the old days, people believed witches came out on Christmas Eve to look for brooms to ride so they could hide them all. So they hide them all. Today's Norway women still hide all their brooms in their house before going to bed Christmas Eve.
It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
I don't want to say they're not sophisticated, but the motherfuckers were Vikings. They're just beating people.
Nah.
I'd hide my broom,
we could do a whole
too.
episode on misconceptions around Vikings, but hiding a broom on Christmas
Berserkers
Eve,
were on mushrooms.
You're going to hide a broom. When are witches most active? Around the American holiday of Halloween. Everybody knows that.
I guess.
Maybe it takes 3 months for our witches to get over there because they don't have their brooms.
It is a long flight. Especially
swimming.
if you're only flying like 60 miles an hour on a broom.
They had to take boats back then.
Right. Unless Harry Potter and you got...
Harry Potter's fake. We're talking about witches.
Depends on who you ask.
I mean, I've seen people playing Quidditch in Goodale Park.
And you complain about people like bicyclists. You got people playing Quidditch.
I don't make this shit.
Go yell at those people. Go in the park and yell at them.
I yell at them like I yell at bikers. Get the fuck out of the way.
Yeah. Put your
Before I
Quidditch
hit them
back
with
in
my
your
truck.
pants.
And why am I driving a truck over a Quidditch field? I don't know.
It's not a Quidditch field. It's just a field. Just like Die Hard's not a Christmas movie, Quidditch does not have a Quidditch field. It's just a field.
All right, let's take a quick tasty break here.
You got to do the sangria thing.
That's what we're doing. We're going to do sangria and
canned
fruitcake.
sangria. I'm afraid of it getting any warmer, to be honest with you.
Bought at a shady gas station. It's warm.
Here we go. Get your Glencairn ready.
It's a new Christmas tradition we're starting here.
It smells watermelony.
Well, then it's living up to the label on the can. Pour very sparingly here. I do not want much. Like, that's good.
Or you can drink more.
Nope. I'm pretty sure this will be good.
I'm pretty sure it'll be B. Oh, and I got my trusty butter knife.
What are you doing with the butter?
I'm not sure.
Oh, for the cake.
You're probably going to need something a little more sharp than that.
If so, I will go grab my machete.
Machete.
You might need that on a fruitcake.
It was actually, I kind of gave it like a squeeze test because I always heard they're like bricks.
It's feeling pretty pliable. But
Yeah, it was. I was kind of shocked.
The nutritional facts on this, just as a heads up, serving size is a quarter of a cake, and it's 420 calories
Holy crap.
for that much.
So about an inch
You guys
and a half.
can't see.
Like the size of a thick brownie, basically.
Yeah. 420 calories. Guess how much you guys are
It
getting.
looks like it's just compressed. You know where they're made. It's made in these vats, and then it just goes down and gets compressed into
Oh my
these
God. It's
bricks. Is it hard? Oh, this is going to be so nasty.
Jesus.
This is going to be so gross.
Oh, I was trying to cut through paper.
Oh, you're cutting through paper with a butter
Oh, no,
knife.
it's hard. Gee.
You don't have to cut me off a big piece of that either.
I didn't cut you a big piece. I didn't cut anybody a big piece.
Does that packaging have the weight on it?
18 pounds.
18 pounds. Oh, man.
It's falling apart on my console.
It looks interesting.
Does it include any fruit?
No, you're going to have to lean.
Get your lean on. Oh, it's that piece for Diesel.
Nope.
hit the ground.
That gets thrown away.
Can you imagine what happens if you don't get that?
Already?
That was a crumb.
Already?
Oh.
All right, here we go.
It smells like plants.
It smells like plants.
It does smell. It smells like dirt and plants.
Oh, it does.
Doesn't it?
Oh, it smells like a greenhouse.
All right, bottoms up, gentlemen.
Shrubbery.
It's not good. It's not good.
Nope.
No.
I need a napkin. I need a napkin. I'm spitting it out. Martelle spit it into his open hand. No. That's gross.
No.
Spit into it too.
Take it back.
We're sharing napkins to spit into it. So gross.
Take this shit back and tell me you want a refund.
It's still there. That's zombie Skittle bad.
That is.
It's stuck in my teeth. It's gritty.
Bubba is not responding as much as we are, but I can just see the look on his face.
He spit it into a napkin.
That's pretty bad.
You have a very calm demeanor, sir.
Oh.
I should have stopped at the crumb. Oh. That's terrible.
That's bad. All right.
Actually, the zombie Skittles, I actually chewed
Better
up and
than that.
swallowed.
That zombie Skittles was better than that.
Zombie Skittles, yes.
Yeah, I'm trying
You trying to get
to
over your
pick
teeth,
shit out
aren't
of
you?
my teeth with my tongue while I'm talking.
I got like 3 chews in and I was done.
I put the whole thing in and took like 3 big. Like,
Oh, yeah, you put like the brownie into
I
your
went
mouth.
for it because you gave me shit about the zombie Skittles, and
That's true. I did.
I
You're
went.
being a
So I
little
went
punk
for
about
it.
those.
I was
All
trying.
right.
I was going to take it down, but
I couldn't.
I just
If you would have chewed and swallowed that and took another bite, I'd have been like, show's over. That's the greatest thing we could do. That would have been impressive because that was nasty.
All right,
My
we've got a
stomach's
sample
turning.
here. Watermelon sangria,
What's the brand? Is there? I just picked up a can out of a cooler.
Capriccio,
I have no clue what this stuff.
made in the
Capriccio
backyard of the
sangria.
gas station you bought it at.
Yeah,
What percent is it? Does it say? Yeah, I think that fruitcake's making my lungs hurt.
13.9.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
this is
Now
your style.
I have stuff downstairs called Mangria, which is wine and
Fruitcake
vodka.
will go away. Okay,
I'm going for it.
Go for it. I'm trying. Oh,
It is not good.
it smells terrible.
It tastes terrible.
Yeah.
It smells like a bargain basement Jolly Rancher.
That's exactly what it tastes
That's
like. Jolly Rancher.
What it tastes like too. A bargain basement. It tastes like a generic Jolly Rancher.
Ugh.
Why'd you buy bad stuff?
I was at a gas station in the middle of nowhere.
Right.
And what's funny is that fruitcake costs way more than that.
You know what? We
Fake
got one
sangria.
more thing to cover here.
Oh, dude, my stomach's like.
You know, it was a bad idea to follow up the fruit cake with the watermelon sangria. It
It was a bad idea to not start the show with the bad stuff. We should have done that and got it out of the way, and then went on to the. Oh, that's rough, man.
Let's fix this. I'm yelling because
Because you're walking around the studio. Oh man, my stomach's turning. I'm worried about what's going on in there right
Somebody
now.
get him a bucket.
Oh, I'm not going to puke. I don't puke,
There's a trash can.
but I'm worried about what I might do to a toilet later on.
Ugh. I don't want to be that toilet. Ever.
Then I might sound like Anthrax singing Christmas carols.
That was Randy's stomach. Oh. All right. Anyway, back to it. So I got a couple other things, and then we're gonna close out the show. Come here. I'm
disgusting.
slowly going down again.
Yeah, you are.
We need chairs, guys. Download Brave. It's a great web browser. It helps us out. Costs you nothing. Works better than Chrome or Firefox.
Better than IE.
I'd rather use Netscape than IE.
Although anything's better than IE. All right.
Wait,
So
was Netscape a browser?
it was, yes.
Okay.
It was. Netscape Navigator.
yeah,
That's what we used in high
exactly.
school.
Navigator 4.5.
That's right. So, along with the other traditions that, go on around the world, here are 6 cheerful Christmas traditions with shockingly dark origins. So you guys, we all hang Christmas stockings, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have
And
ours hung over the fireplace.
Stuffed Christmas stockings. Well, Christmas stockings are a symbol of rescue from prostitution.
Oh, I think I've read something about this before.
Where this
Yeah.
at?
This is here. Well, this is just in general. So I think
is
these
at
are
his
more so
house.
U.S.
It is, yeah.
Yes.
So I was rescued from prostitution, Bub, between DeVry and graduating
Yeah.
and today.
So
Yeah,
that's
he
how
was-
you and Liz met.
He was
Yeah,
rescued
right. I was
because
rescued.
nobody would pay for him.
Yeah, I was rescued. But every Christmas we hang stockings in front of fireplaces, radiators, dumpster fires, so that Santa can stuff them full of presents.
Oh, that was awesome. I did not expect that.
That is so much better than that damn sangria. Back to the eggnog and
It's a
peanut butter whiskey.
cangria.
It's a gross gria. As far as
That's a
Christmas
good one.
traditions go, this is one of the strange ones. The holiday already has a designated present depository.
Suppository. A present suppository?
A present suppository.
That's the Santa from the South Pole.
The bottom of the Christmas tree, which has more space. This facilitating bigger gifts. So why stuff goods in our old socks? Well, according to legend, in the 4th century, there was a poor man bemoaning the fact that he couldn't afford a dowry for his 3 daughters, and thus no one would want to marry them. Today, 3 girls could have gotten themselves in a bunch, blah, 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 blah. Nicholas came to the man's house in the middle of the night with 3 pouches of gold and looked through the windows to see 3 pairs of stockings drying in front of the hearth. Unable to go through the locked door, he slid down the chimney and planted gold in each whores-to-be stocking. The next morning, the girls woke to find they
Hold
didn't
on.
have to change their names
They
in the
just
4th
refer to those
century.
guys' poor young daughters as whores to be.
That's what it says. It says whores-to-be.
Oh,
So
that's
basically,
terrible.
they were... The father was going to put them out for prostitution. And he
Well,
hung-
no, I get it. I don't need to explain
they
the
were
premise.
saved. So we got that going for us. Let's see. Good King
So
Winsel's.
the stockings that were hung by the chimney with care in hopes that St. Nicholas would be there. Otherwise, you'll become a prostitute.
Right, you'll be out on the
So
street.
that I missed that line when reading that Christmas story to my kids.
Now
It's
it all
a-
makes sense.
Yeah, it's an undernote. It's like an underlying piece.
Oh, it's in parentheses.
Right.
I must
It's
skip right
silent.
over it. It's printed in white
Like
ink.
the E in my last name.
Martelli.
Silent.
Wait, your last name's really Martle?
Some people call me Myrtle. Most people can't pronounce my name right at work.
What's funny is when I signed up for, I don't know, Hilton Rewards or something. Anytime I have to give an email address for work even, I'm like, Randy Nelson. They're like, Randy. Randy.
Rendi.
And they're like, sometimes
The
I put a
stripper
little
version,
heart over it. But the best is when I say my last name's Nelson, they're like, can you spell that for me? I'm like, Nailsun. Like, how else do you spell Nelson as the last name?
I get that
Nelson.
with Smith a lot. No
Do you?
shit. Yeah.
Smythe?
Smyth.
Smythe. Gotta
Yeah.
put the E on the end. It's
So-
fancier.
Good King Wenzel's.
Yeah. We talked about that
Was
song last
a-
year.
He lived and died as a real-life Game of Thrones plot.
Never seen Game of Thrones,
Well,
so I don't know what that
that's
means.
all right. He did a lot of stabbing and got a lot of stabbed.
Stab it.
Remember the stabbed and keep it holy.
Yeah, so he was a real person, the son of Duke of Bohemia. Today is the Czech Republic, and enjoyed the easy life during the early 10th century. That is until his father suddenly died in battle. He was a pagan. He had a pagan-loving mother who quickly took over the regime.
Wait,
and
did you say he had a pagan
pagan?
loving? Okay,
Loving mother.
Pagan and pagan are two very different things.
Well, maybe she did like to do some
And,
pagan.
Let's not go there. I'm just trying to clarify.
This is our
for our
Christmas show.
audience, which she was more into.
Pagan.
Okay,
Pagan lover. She was a pagan lover. Fucking pagan lugger.
Lugger, you're a mess today.
I'm trying not to be.
Drink some more.
I might. So where was I? Oh, she decided she get used to the whole ruling thing, and she could do without though the Christianity fad that was sweeping Europe, which caused rifts between her and the Whistlet Christian grandmother Lumila, who prodded her grandson to take over Bohemia and rule in the name of Christ. Well, she had him killed.
Oh.
I'm just going to skip all that. She had him killed. This one's my favorite because as much as I do like some Christmas music, I hate carolers.
You hate people.
For the most part, but carolers are like bicyclists. They show up to your house. They won't go away.
The bicyclist of winter.
Right. They show, I mean, I got bicyclists that stop in my driveway and they
You don't have carolers out here, though.
No.
It's like not like
Thank
you
God.
just walking down this street.
But caroling, way back in the yonder years, was basically a form of
Prostitution.
breaking and entering. They would go and badger the shit out of people, like by knocking on the door, singing, in hopes that they would get paid in food and alcohol.
Fruitcake.
Fruitcake.
That's when it stopped.
That's what, yeah.
People start figuring out if you give them fruitcake, they'll never come
They'll
back.
never come back. But what would happen is if someone didn't answer the door and they were outside, they would break into the house and vandalize the house because they weren't getting what they wanted.
Didn't I see that on Purge?
I don't know. I've never seen that either.
No.
There is a reference here
You'll find
to
real quickly. There's a lot of movies I haven't seen.
So I'm gonna read this excerpt, and you said purge, and I think it's in this excerpt. So caroling wasn't always blander than a bread sandwich. Before the 19th century, Christmas was seen as a time where regular social order could go eat a dick. As part of the annual Bizarro World mentality, people would go door to door making noise, drinking, and playing instruments with the expectation of being invited inside for food or booze. The carolers would also cross-dress or dress up like animals and then fuck in front of people's houses because it's not Christmas unless you're boning a drunk tiger in the snow.
Grr.
Right. So, in sense, it was like trick-or-treating if the trick was helping the horrific violence. Accounts exist of proto-carolers burglarizing homes and destroying livelihoods simply because they didn't have enough booze or money to go around. Even some of the songs sung around the time were explicitly threatened home occupants, saying that if they failed to provide the goods, they could expect a curb stomping by belligerent show tune singing furries. That's my problem. I need to not read ahead
a
while
bunch
I'm
of furries
reading.
come up to a house, like especially a house out here, and demand money and booze, or they're going to curb stuff. First of all, you don't have curbs out here, but
But they're going to, well,
I would love to see how that goes down. At that point, you've been on my property far too long.
right. You're going to demand a
This
357
4-second
in the ass.
conversation has caused you to overextend your welcome.
Or a 223 in the ass. We're going to skip over this one, but Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was created by a department store.
Okay.
I can see that. Sure.
Macy's.
No. It's a now defunct
Nordstrom.
Chicago department store chain
Sears?
called Montgomery Ward.
Oh.
Sears was a good guess, though. They're still around.
Sort of.
Sort of.
Yeah. In theory.
So, yeah, Montgomery
Still in
Ward
our
created.
hearts.
Yeah.
This one I didn't know, but I like to watch every year with the girls. Charlie Brown Christmas was originally a gigantic Coke commercial.
I did know that one. They extended it a little.
Yeah, it has been a juggernaut rating for 50
Cocaine.
years running.
That's when they eat all the snowflakes. That's what that's about.
The OK Boomer nostalgia, perhaps best known as Linus's reincarnation of the biblical nativity. Near the end, it's a message of anti-materialism, standing in stark contrast to the hollow greed and spectacle of the holidays.
But now Coke just uses polar bears.
Well, it was at the end of the movie, there was a screen that said, brought to you by the people in your town who bottle Coca-Cola.
I just picture Linus giving. Now I know that movie well. I've seen it every year of my life, I think.
Yeah.
And I see him giving that heartwarming regalia with all the theatrics of dimming all the lights and there being one spotlight on him, and giving the story of the birth of the baby Jesus Christ. And then at the end,
It says brought to you by Coke.
Schroeder fires up the piano and they go, "Always Coca-Cola."
And then the last one. This is probably my favorite one out of everything we've done today. The modern Santa Claus was created by rich assholes to stop us from having fun. Just the title alone.
The government.
So, Santa Claus did not spring fully formed in the hopeful minds of children. In fact, he was invented by rich New Yorkers who wanted to stop Americans from drinking around the holidays. As we mentioned earlier, Christmas was used to be a rowdy bunch of of a holiday when the drunken wrenches.
Did you just have a face seizure?
I did.
Like just a seizure of your face.
Yeah, Christmas used to be a rowdy bunch of holiday when drunken wrenches.
Wrenches?
Wrenches.
Wretches. You said
Wrenches,
wrenches.
wretches.
We talking metric or standard here?
AES.
ASE?
ASE, AES, metric. That's
Pneumatic. Hydromatic.
air wrench. Roamed the streets harassing rich people. Property damage was widespread. Morality was drowned by gallons of wine, and violent hijinks ruled supreme. A truly old-fashioned Christmas looked less like Martha Stewart and more like a PG version of The Purge.
Okay.
There's where I read it at.
Martha Stewart isn't all that.
Oh, she's great.
No, but I'm saying she's not like the traditional view of Martha Stewart was very conservative, homemaker.
Until she went to jail for embezzling
Right,
and hangs
'cause I
out with
watched-
Snoop Dogg smoking weed all the time.
That's right.
Exactly. I watched some of the Comedy Central roast and stuff, and you could tell part of her wants to maintain that image, and the other part's like, screw it. I'm going to lay to these people because they keep, obviously they're messing with her. It's a roast.
Right.
And she's there. But yeah, I watched some of those. I was like, oh, there she is. There's the real Martha Stewart.
So, by the early 1800s in America, however, the rich elite started to think of ways to ruin the one night of mindless fun poor people got per year. In New York City, a group of wealthy Dutch Americans formed the St. Nicholas Society and conspired to make Christmas safe for the rich with the help of writers like Washington Irving and Clement Clark Moore. The society began by domesticating the holiday by focusing it upon children. First, they brought over the Dutch story of Sinterklaas, Sinterklaas.
Sinterklaas.
Sinterklaas. The folklore figure based on St. Nicholas, whose present-giving anti-pimping platform made the perfect symbol of family-friendly wholesomeness. They just show a guy on a horse.
You know what? There are two things that really chap my cheeks. People who are intolerant of other people's culture and the Dutch.
Okay, Austin Powers.
I have seen that one.
The spy, or no, Goldfinger.
Goldfinger. Gold member.
Gold member. Thanks to illustrations and poems published by the Society, Christmas became less of a cold, drunken orgy and more of a child's second birthday party. We never thought of ourselves as traditionalists before, but this holiday season, maybe we'll give it a shot. That's how it ends the article.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So don't hang your stockings or else, well, no, hang your stockings or else you're going to go into prostitution. And don't start the purge with carolers. Technically, I'm a caroler. I live in Carroll.
Oh.
Or am I a Carolyn?
Are you a Carolyn?
I don't know. All right, Karen.
On Thursday nights, I think you are.
Fuckers.
That's what all the dresses are doing in your closet.
Well, don't worry about that.
I ain't worried about
That's
it.
for another show.
It's
So
a drag show.
Track show it
it's
is.
another show.
And the plot thickens.
All right. That's it. We're done. Merry Christmas, f***ers.
That's not nice.
Oh.
It's not a very good way to...
Feliz Navidad.
There you go. we cover all stereotypes here.
Right.
Playfully
So-
racist.
If we
We've
missed
said
you,
that before.
let us know.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. We'll give you a shout out on the next go round.
Check us out on
Christmas Kwanzaa.
Christmas Hanukkah.
Yep.
Happy holidays?
Yeah, I mean,
No,
whatever.
fuck that. I hate it
That's
when
a
people say
cop-out.
that.
It's bingo. Bub got it.
As we record this, it is the first night of Hanukkah. Make sure you light that candle.
Spin your dreidel and
Spin your dreidel and wait
happy
for
Rosh Kwanzaa or whatever.
get your gift that
Rosh
night.
Hashanah.
That's not Hanukkah.
I should ask my Jewish buddy what I should say there because I don't know. Happy Hanukkah it is.
Happy Hanukkah.
Or is it Chanukah?
It's Hanukkah. The original spelling is Chanukah.
Yeah, I don't know the
The
difference.
C is silent.
Yeah, like the E in my last name. Call back.
Martel.
Anyway, check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Insta Google Tweetstagram.
Yep. Definitely check out the Brave browser. We've mentioned it 3 times at least.
Google Brave.
No, don't Google Brave. Go to our Facebook page and download it from our Facebook page.
Oh, yeah, do that.
Because if you Google it, we don't get any credit for that download.
We should post another link.
I will. I'll share it again. But definitely check out Brave. It is an anti-ad tracker. It'll keep you safe from Facebook tracking, Amazon tracking. It's faster than Chrome. What else? Oh, it's just better. That's it. Check us out on Facebook at Buckhorn Podcast and all the other sites at Buckhorn Podcast. I'm Martelle. That's Bubba. He's Randy. We're out.
Peace.
Merry Christmas.
Pinkies up.